James Gunn's Superman was meant to be the dawn of a new DC universe, hopeful, grounded, and a reinvention of the iconic character for a new generation. What we got, however, was a film that tries so hard to be different that it forgets what makes Superman, Superman. From its chaotic structure to laughably shallow characters, Superman, 2025, feels more like MCU Thor Love and Thunder, wearing a red cape and S-shield, overstuffed, overly quippy, and ultimately hollow. Let's start with the fundamentals. This film simply isn't true to the essence of Superman. The heart, the warmth, the inspiring leader, all gone. What we're left with is a passive Clark Kent who spends a bizarre amount of screen time on the floor, beaten, wounded, or sidelined. Rather than the symbol of hope, he's treated like a punching bag or a comedic prop while the chaos unfolds around him. The comic book roots are barely respected. This isn't an adaptation, it's a collision of references with no reverence. And fans expecting any kind of tribute to classic Superman arcs or themes? Forget it. This is a reinvention that forgot to bring a soul. The script is arguably the weakest part of the film. Dialogue often sounds like half-baked Twitter banter or AI-generated zingers. Conversations lack emotional weight, and in more than a few scenes, characters are talking, but saying nothing of value. The humor is disjointed, random, and mostly unfunny. You'll hear lines that feel like they were written to sound clever, but they don't even form coherent thoughts. The film wants to be snappy and ironic, but what it delivers instead is an awkward tone that undercuts any serious moments it attempts. The film is overstuffed with characters. We're talking Superman, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, Krypto, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, and more. And guess what? None of them gets proper development. They're thrown in for spectacle, with minimal backstory, unclear motivations, and barely any room to breathe. Lois is there, but more sarcastic than insightful. Lex is reduced to a cartoonish villain with little depth. Hawkgirl and the others feel like background extras in their own introductions. It's quantity over quality, and it shows. Let's talk about Krypto. Whatever charm this character had in the comics or animation is lost here. Gunn's version turns him into a mute, erratic, and almost broken dog, treated more like comic relief than a real character. He's not clever, he's not helpful, he's not even funny, just awkward and strange. A failed experiment in pet sidekick humor. The action scenes are chaotic but weightless. There's no build-up, no stakes, no character arcs that climax into these battles. Superman is repeatedly taken down, humiliated, or rendered conveniently useless, while others do the work. If this was meant to elevate the supporting cast, it failed because none of them are strong enough to carry the story. If it was meant to humanize Superman, it failed harder, because it just makes him look weak and irrelevant. Like Thor, Love and Thunder, this film suffers from tonal whiplash. One moment it's trying to deliver heartfelt messages, and the next it throws in a joke or some poorly timed one-liner. There's no balance, no restraint. The film leans so hard into fun and quirky that it forgets to be emotionally grounded or narratively compelling. James Gunn's Superman is a film that tried to be everything at once: a reboot, a comedy, a world-building launchpad, and a fresh take on Superman. In doing so, it ends up being nothing at all. The story is weak, the script is shockingly poor, the characters are neglected, and the tonal identity crisis makes the entire experience feel like a parody of DC, not a celebration. Superman deserves better than this. Film rating 4 out of 10.